Shush.
All right. Hello and welcome to the After Hours Knitting Group. Today is September 3rd, 2016, and we're a lot smaller group this week. My co-hosts are all busy, but I still wanted to podcast, so here we are live. And I've got the wonderful Lynn from Two Tangled Skeins guest hosting with me.
Hello.
Her co-conspirator Sue was supposed to be here as well, but unfortunately she had to back out. So that's that. Did you want to start with your...
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Tanya, also known as Celestia22. This is why I don't lead the start of these things.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're the only one here.
Yeah.
I don't know where to get the chat, actually. Where do I get the chat? Oh, okay, the group chat is on the side. Never mind.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, as Tanya said, I am Lynn from the Two Tangled Skeins Podcast, and I don't think there's much else to say. You guys have a Ravelry group, right?
Yes, the After Hours Knit group on Ravelry. There is also an Instagram and...
Yes, I've seen the Instagram.
Twitter. But Sarah and Brandy do all that stuff because they don't like me. I will say that I am working on getting a different setup so that we can actually see more than one person at once on here and it's not flipping back and forth.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a bit of work, especially as far as having all the guest hosts that I love having, because they'd have to actually download special programs in order to do it. So for now, this is what we're using.
I'm going to be at Rhinebeck. I'm probably going to be seeing Shannon at Rhinebeck. I'm going to see if Shannon would like to be on your podcast.
That would be awesome. She was actually the very first person I saw at the SSK. That's how I knew I was in the right place of Nashville.
Yep. Shannon's here. I'm among my people.
Yes. And Shannon's Minerva Turkey on Ravelry and has an amazing podcast that I wish she'd start recording again.
Yeah, I know that she and her husband moved to a new house right after Rhinebeck last year, so yeah. I don't know how that was for her. So, sorry, what did you ask me when I said, "Who are you"? I'm good at paying attention, I swear.
If you wanted to do your whips first.
Oh, I can. I only have the one. I have one project I've been working on ad nauseum for the last couple of months, and we'll be working on exclusively until October.
Yes.
This behemoth, ginormous behemoth, which sadly is only half, a little bit less than half of what it's going to be, is the Nova Seals blanket. It's a blanket made up of modular hexagons that you then sew together, seam together. I've been crocheting them together with slip stitches. So this is the front side, and this is the back side. And if you look carefully, you can see the little ridges that the slip stitch does.
So you slip stitch through the back loops.
Yeah. And this is the Ruby Hexagon blanket by Nova Seals, not the Nova Seals blanket by Ruby Hexagon, like I said last week on our podcast. And it is out of Knit Picks Brava in the Tranquil, Marina, Frisia, and Dove Gray Heather colorways. And it's on a G hook, which is a 4mm.
Awesome.
Or a British 6, I believe. It says 6 on there. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. You have a very lucky family to get that as a wedding gift.
She's very lucky that I'm going to finish it. I would like to be working on just about anything else right now, and I have a cast-on list as long as my arm for when I'm done.
Mm-hmm. I think you deserve me time for the rest of the year.
Oh, this is really warm. I was like, why am I hot?
All right. Well, I'm also only mainly working on one project. Same one I showed.
We're exciting bunch this weekend.
Pardon?
We're an exciting bunch this weekend.
Yeah. But I've gotten progress done.
Yes.
This is my oak leaf shawl, which I meant to move on to bigger needles and completely forgot to do. But the center's all done. And it's getting
you with contrasting lifelines. Aren't you smart?
Yeah, I switched. I had white ones at the beginning, but someone pointed out that I should switch, so I did. But yeah, you can just start. Whoa. I don't know if it was Jen or Mandy. Wow, I really need to.
That sounds like something both of them would say.
Yeah, you can just see the start of one of the oak leaves right there.
They're so pretty.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it finished on you.
Me either.
Are you going to wear it as a veil or just as a shawl?
I don't know. We'll see if I actually get it done yet, and then I'll worry about how I'm going to wear it.
You will get it done.
I just weighed my ball yesterday, and I've got 30 grams used so far. If I do the large, it's 600 grams total.
You can do it.
Yeah. But I mean, I got stalled because I screwed up, and then I was mad at it, and it took me way too long to go back and fix it, even though I was able to fix it from a couple rows above. I'd already ripped back. And
okay, but let's look at the big picture here. You started this, what, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
I guess it had to be 2 weeks ago because it was after I got back from Virginia.
So you started it 2 weeks ago. You got mad at it for what, 3 days? You're getting married in 10 months. You have time.
This is true. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's really soft.
Yes.
And I'm on round 55.
Of how many?
Oh, I figured this out yesterday. Jen asked me that. It's 119 plus another 42, I think.
For the edging?
No, because you get to one point and then it says repeat rows 78 to 119 again.
Oh, okay.
And then you have an 11 row applied edging that's done.
Oh, like
around the outside.
Ooh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. I figured out how many stitches it was going to be yesterday, and I was like,
No. Unless you're going to be checking them off as you go, you don't do that.
I probably will because I'm that kind of person. I like to see my progress.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. I had a progress.
I have a map for the blankets. I actually have a map that I write in when I've finished the squares.
That's awesome.
I won't show you all my math around the corners to find out how much yarn I had. And this is what comes with me when I go to work every day. It tells me what order to do the colors in.
Nice. Keeps you organized, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because I decided after the 4th row that I was just going to repeat the rows as they were. I was just going to do the same thing rather than try and make them all different.
Right.
Because quite frankly, that takes me too much time because I'm like, well, do I want to do it this way? Do I want to do it that way? This way, it's all mapped out. The first 4 rows look pretty good, so
nice.
I'm just continuing on the way I was.
Yeah.
I'm almost at the halfway mark.
Oh, well, see?
I should hit the halfway mark this weekend.
Yeah. Well, you can totally do that in the next, what?
Yes.
2 weeks?
No, I have.
I thought it was the end of September.
It's October 8th is the wedding.
Okay.
I have a month and a week.
Yeah. So I was looking up to see who actually did the pattern for this. Yeah, so this is actually the oak leaf shawl. It's by Maybe Baby Designs. I actually had to contact her a couple days ago to clarify how to do something. And she got back to me, and now it's clear sailing, hopefully, for the rest of the shawl.
Yay!
And this is also out of Knit Picks yarn. This is Knit Picks Stroll Bear in their Glimmer base. So it's actually, I don't know if you can see. No, you can't see.
Can't quite see the sparkles.
There's a sparkle in it. which is really pretty. So it's a little bit of an off-white.
Yeah, I'm having to use Rob's kitchen scissors.
Oh no.
Well, because yesterday I had the forethought to check. I went on Porter's website because that's who I was flying with, and they don't allow, because Air Canada allows blades up to 1 inch. So I could have brought my scissors. That's why I bought these scissors, because they were safe on Air Canada. Well, Porter doesn't allow scissors of any kind. So they would have been taken away from me, and they are my $30 titanium scissors.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to lose them. I left them at the office. So I couldn't crochet on the plane yesterday, which I was very upset about.
Yeah, I can't even.
My seatmates were probably relieved, but
yeah. I haven't flown in a long time.
I've never had, well, granted, I've never tried to crochet on a plane where there's a lot of arm motion and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've knit on a plane, and as long as I usually bring circulars or wooden needles if I'm going to be flying. I don't bring metal needles.
Oh, okay.
The Yarn Harlot has a horror story from one time when they actually made her cut. They actually cut the tips off her circulars.
Yes, I've heard that.
Oh, I would have murdered somebody.
Yeah. And that's when you put in your check baggage.
Yes. Well, her check baggage was gone and she needed to get on the plane.
Yeah. Well, I've heard of people carrying like self-addressed envelopes and stuff so that they can mail it back themselves if they have to.
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah.
I just checked before I leave for the airport.
That's the other thing I worked on this week. I finished 3 squares. So that's the one that I just started during the podcast last week. And this is all lovely cotton. I know this one's from you, and I think this one's from you too.
I think the pink one is too.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm not sure about the pink one.
I'm not sure about
What's that last one?
It's a really nice, almost denim-y blues and purples. That's actually
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So it's getting there.
Woohoo.
I'm going to do the full length, I think, and then go back the opposite way so that the ridges will actually look like arrows pointing up.
Yeah.
We all know which way it goes at the top of the bed. Because apparently my boyfriend cannot be trusted to find the tag on a blanket and put it the right way.
Oh, shoot. That's what I forgot to look for at Joanne's. That satiny blanket edging stuff.
Oh, nice.
I was at Joanne's earlier because we had to buy supplies to make a light box.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted both black and white fabric for the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Because Rob's, the stuff for Rob's shop is actually going to need to be supported. Like, supported upwards to be photographed, because it won't sit up by itself. They're flat 2D things. There,
yeah, I made a light box out of just foam board from the dollar store a while back. But
he has some big cardboard boxes in the basement that we're going to cut up. We bought tissue paper and
yeah, my nephew squashed my box. But it's
I tell you, that kid's lucky he's cute.
Me too. Yeah. All right, so shall we do stash enhancements? Because neither of us have any photos.
I'm boring.
Unlike Sarah, I do not count these as photos. Although I do like the instant gratification of them.
Yes.
So I think you just had...
I have more of the yarn that I'm using to make the blanket out of. I ran out of gray. So we had to order more, and I wasn't sure that I was going to have enough of the other colors. So Rob and I sat down and, well, he did the math. On our podcast, I said, we did math. Wait, Rob did math. Because I'm honest, I don't do the math. I figured out how much I had already used. We figured out the percentage of the blanket that was done, percentage that still needed to be done, and he mathed to figure out how much yarn I would need. So we ordered 9 balls of this, I think, of the Dove Gray Heather, 2 balls of the Marina and 2 balls of the Tranquil. So that's my stash enhancement thing. More yarn for the blanket. Because apparently, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I ordered 20 balls of the purple when I ordered it originally. I have enough purple to make the blanket just in purple.
I think you were originally planning on doing them all the same or something, and then you messed up, and then you decided
I was doing big squares, the big cabled squares.
Yeah.
And I guess purple was going to be the predominant color, and I've had one stitch too many there. Oh well, nobody will ever know. That's the end. We don't want to crochet with the end.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've never done that. What are you talking about?
I was gonna say that's one of the mean girl knits would call that a Joe then.
That's all my stash. Nothing exciting.
I have a ton of stash. I mentioned it last time we podcasted. I live about an hour and a half from the Spinrite factory.
Yes.
They do Patons and Bernat and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So they have a tent sale every August, which is incredible if you like buying yarn in bulk, especially the more workhorse yarns. It's a lot of acrylic, a lot of tent sale yarns and things like that, but it's perfect.
Cotton.
Yes. Although they did not have a lot of cotton this year. They had like 3 colors of...
That's disappointing.
Yeah, 3 colors of the Handicrafter and a few colors of... Well, the thing is that it changes throughout. It's like a 2-week tent sale.
Oh, okay.
As it goes, they bring out more stock. So I didn't go until the very last day, I believe. So what was there when I was there might have changed from the first day.
Right.
But it also meant that I've never gone on the last day before. I'm always there like right away. But I got home from Virginia the day, like 2 days before it ended, and then begged and pleaded and got a ride out there the next day. So I could go. And they actually discount things further, which is really cool. So that actually changed what I bought, because I bought a lot of things that were on deeper sale.
Yeah.
But yeah, no further ado. Here's what I got. I've got 3 different colors of the Patons Classic Wool in the DK Superwash.
Nice.
First year I know of that they've actually had the DK. I still have piles of the classic worsted from previous years.
Yeah.
But this is the first year they've had the DK. So I actually bought sweater quantities. I don't usually buy sweaters for me, but I'm kind of tempted to. So yeah. So this is my stash for the entire year. This will probably do me 2 years.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. That's why I don't buy yarn throughout most of the rest of the years. But yeah, so I got this one, which is an emerald, which is not showing up at all.
No. It looks like a really, really dark green.
It is a really dark green. It's actually truly emerald. Nope. It's really, really pretty. I will be adding it all to my stash page.
Yes.
Next week, because I'm really behind on that. I don't have any of my stuff from this summer added yet. So I have to do that, because that drives me nuts. I love having my stash on Ravelry and being able to browse through it. Although it gets me in trouble with some of my friends because, yeah, I have a lot of stash and need to use it.
It's none of their business. Welcome to your retirement fund. Yeah.
I'm just really slow at knitting now compared to when I was younger. So yeah, I got the emerald, and then this one's a nice, lovely Selma light gray. It's called Flagstone.
Pretty.
So I got sweater quantities in these 2. And then I also got 2 bags. So yeah, there's 6 balls in each of these. So that's 750 yards in a bag. And I think this was like $10 a bag, where one skein of this at my local store sells for $8.
Very nice. You cleaned up, lady.
I did. I definitely take advantage of the opportunity. So I also got
Maybe I'll go with you next year.
which Mandy says has to go and live with her.
You tell Mandy that maybe next time we'll buy some for her.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
I apologize for all the crinkling too. All right.
Because I would be perfectly happy to go to that with you.
All right, so I got those 3. Next, I have Bernat Wool Up Bulky, which another one. I did not plan on buying this at all, but then it was discounted on top of the normal discount, so I had to get some. So this is
It's called Wool Up. I've never heard of that one.
Neither had I. It's an acrylic. I believe it's an acrylic. Yeah, 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Really bulky. It'd be perfect for those great big chunky cowls.
Or big baby blankets.
True.
I did my nephew a really quick baby blanket out of Lion brand Thick and Quick, and that looks like it'd be about equivalent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It might actually even be thicker.
And I bet it's a damn sight cheaper than I paid for the yarn. Because Rob also has a queen size blanket out of Lion brand Thick and Quick.
Yeah.
And that stuff is expensive.
I need to find my receipt and see what I paid for this. But yeah, it was one that was discounted on top of the price that it was.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I got Aaron, and then dark gray.
Nice.
Light gray.
Ooh.
And my favorite is a teal.
Ooh, those 4 look really good together. Somebody might be planning a wedding blanket.
I hadn't even thought of that.
He's like, shut up, woman.
Yeah, my nephew wants a blanket before I move out.
You can't have that.
Yeah. Well, it's tradition in my family to make a blanket for a kid when they turn 2 for their big kid bed. So his one from when he turned 2 was this awesome granny square pictogram that I designed that's a dinosaur. Dinosaurs at the time. And
dinosaurs aren't cool anymore.
Well, it is, and he still uses it, but it's starting to show its wear. So it's time for him to get another one. But yeah. So all of those. Now the thing is that at this tent sale, if you buy 3 bags of yarn, you get the 4th one free. So that cuts down your price even more. Yeah. Which is why
definitely go that with you next time. When's the next one?
Next August. They have one in the spring. It's either in March or in May.
Okay, but it's not as good.
It's not as the August one is definitely worth waiting for. All right, so lastly, I got 2 bags each of these. This is Patton's Color Wool, and it's
pretty.
It's 100% wool. It is a single, which I don't usually buy because I'm such a tight knitter that I tend to break them. But I thought this would be fantastic for making felted slippers because it is. It's that crazy. So that one's all red and rainbowy. And then this one is all blue and rainbowy. That's Jardin and Denim Jean. So yeah, 6 balls of each of those in a bag. And it was $10 a bag. Looked it up when I got home. It's usually like $9 a ball. So yeah, definitely good deals. So I'll get a lot of slippers out of those. my future family in Virginia like the belted, what are they called? The duffers. I made a pair for my boyfriend's fiance's grandmother.
Where I'm from, a duffer's an old guy, so. Oh, so good.
I did get one ball of cotton.
Yeah.
You know me and cotton. So
Yep.
This is Burnett Handicrafter in Lava Lamp. Doesn't really scream Lava Lamp to me. It's like My Little Pony or candy necklaces or something. But it's pretty.
I was gonna say Rainbow Bright, but it's not rainbowy enough for Rainbow Bright.
Not bright enough. But again, it's more yarn for my blanket.
Yep.
Or something else. And then they threw this in for free, which is Loops and Threads t-shirt yarn.
Oh, nice. I did not know that they did loops and thread.
Neither did I. I don't know if they do or if they got this. I don't know.
Who knows?
But all I know is that when I got home, this was in my bag.
Cool.
So yeah, three balls of that for nothing. And this is Lemon Stripes.
Now, is it made from cut up t-shirts or what?
Yeah, I think so.
There's a lady in Ottawa who actually makes t-shirt yarn and sells stuff made from it.
Yeah. See, I like the idea of t-shirt yarn. I think I'm trying to find the. Yeah. See, this is 100% polyester. So
I could see, cotton t-shirts making like bedroom rugs or something, but
yeah, like on the packaging, it shows doing scrubbies and pot holders and stuff, which I would not want to use this for a pot holder since it's polyester. But
baby melter.
Yes, I think it'd be really cute though. I'm gonna try it out, see how it works.
But it'd definitely be good for scrubbies because it'll last forever.
Very true. Yeah, that's it for my stash, and that's probably it for my stash for a while.
Well, it's your annual trip.
Exactly.
My annual stash buying trip is in October.
Yes. I do. Hopefully, I'm still going to the Woodstock Fleece Festival with Sarah. So
yes.
I will hopefully buy something special there, especially since it's like the week after my birthday. Have to get something.
Rhinebeck is 8 days after my birthday this year.
Yep.
I'm very excited. I can't wait to go Rhinebeck.
Jealous. Someday I will reach the Mecca.
You stay at the cabin.
Yes.
I rent a cabin every year and we fill it up with people. So, well, plus she has other cabins. So if we end up with too many people for our cabin, we just rent a second one.
Yep.
And they're cheaper than hotel rooms, and you have your own kitchen and bathroom. So.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at trying to find a place to rent for all.
Get the whole bunch of the Facebook chat group, or are you talking about for the wedding?
For the wedding, yeah. For family to stay in when they come up for that.
Yes, that's right. I have to find a place for me to stay.
Yeah.
So many people, everybody from out of town.
Yes, exactly.
I know I have the same problem. All the people who are here won't be coming to the thing in Ottawa, but half the people from Ottawa are going to be coming to the thing here. Because we're going to have a small reception in Ottawa too. But I get the feeling that here the focus is going to be on the wedding and not the reception, and up there it's going to be just reception. So
yeah. Well, I've told his family that when I move down to Virginia, and we get a place of our own, we'll have a little housewarming / reception thing so everyone there can participate as well.
Good idea.
But his mother and her husband and his brother and his family are all planning on coming up. And possibly his grandmother, so need to find places for them all to stay.
Yep.
But yeah, on the topic of festivals. There are a lot going on right now, of course. I did mention a bunch of them last week that are actually happening this weekend and next weekend.
Yep.
So they're all in the community watch thread in the Ravelry group. And I will mention the Finger Lakes Fiber Festival, which is happening in Hemlock, New York on September 17th to 18th. $50 for admission and free under 12. I have a lot of local friends that have been to that multiple times and say it's a really nice festival. I
was supposed to be going to Vermont, which is the weekend of October 1st, but I won't be going to that.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to
I have to finish this blanket by October 8th, and I can't justify losing yet another weekend of crochet time.
Yeah, I have no such altruistic reasoning, but...
Well, my other reason is Rhinebeck's 2 weeks later. Who's going to spend Rhinebeck money on Vermont? Which sounds worse than I intended it to. I would love to go spend money in Vermont, but I've just recently gotten a job after being unemployed for a year, so I don't have a lot of more yarn money to spend.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I want to spend some at Rhinebeck, so I'm having to be responsible.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to the Kitchener-Waterloo one Knitters Fair, which is next weekend. Sarah and I were planning on going to that. Now I don't think either of us are attending. But that's all right, because Woodstock is in a month. And yes. I'm quite happy to wait for that, especially after I just bought all this yarn.
We went to Twist last weekend, and I bought a couple of things of our 2 weekends ago. No, it was last weekend, so we didn't record last weekend. And I only bought 2 things of fiber. I was responsible. I spent $25.
That's awesome. I've escaped from a yarn festival that cheaply.
I found 2 really good deals on fiber. I got one braid for $14 and one 4-ounce bag of fiber for $10.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I did well.
Yes. Yeah, and that looked like really pretty merino, too.
It was very soft.
Yeah. Which you can see on the last episode of Two Tangled Skeins.
Yep. Or in my stash. It's in my stash.
See? You're one of the few people that actually puts it all up there.
I put everything up there because that reminds me how ugly my stash is getting. And how close to
don't remember when I go through it. Otherwise, I think I've got nothing that goes together.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. If I want to look for something to make a project out of.
Yeah.
Who are you chatting with?
I'm chatting with our viewers.
Okay, because I'm not seeing anything.
Oh.
I got nothing.
Trish had said that nail clippers are a good alternative to the scissors on the plane.
You're not allowed to bring nail clippers on the plane either.
Seriously?
Seriously. I checked.
Wow.
Even Air Canada doesn't let you on with nail clippers. Those are dangerous. I could do more damage with a ballpoint pen.
True.
Please, Porter, don't take away my pens.
So all that we have left in Community Watch, I believe, is some new podcasts that we want to send shout outs to. I wanted to mention the Mean Girl Knits, or Mean Girls Knit, which is a new one. They've only done 3 episodes, but I'm absolutely loving them. They're so adorable, and they're so not mean.
I was going to say. Sorry about that one.
Yes, they have, they call Joes for their objects that they call them jacked objects, things that they've made mistakes on, which I love. But Rebecca showed one in her first episode, which was a blanket she started. And my nephew was sitting here watching it with me. And he really, really wants that blanket now. So apparently I'm now knitting a crazy rainbow blanket for him.
Hurrah!
So, hey, it gets me out of doing a Spider-Man one. I'm fine with doing a stash busting acrylic rainbow.
As long as you don't end up having to do a rainbow one like Amanda did.
Oh, goodness, no. No, this is just like a stripy garter stitch, I
That
think.
was several hundred modular pieces crocheted of a cloud with a rainbow.
Mhm.
And there was like 20 ends per piece. And she had to do what, like 100 pieces? And it was just like, oh my God.
Yes, yeah, that was the Rainbow of Doom.
As I'm trying not to think about the fact that I have 169 hexagons in this blanket total. Like 100, once I'm done, there will be 169. I currently have about 73, 74.
See, you're nearly halfway.
Almost. 84 is halfway.
Well, just don't be like Sarah and figure out how many of these you're going to need for your blanket.
No.
I think she said
I know that blanket is going to be at least a decade in the making.
I'm hoping my cotton one doesn't take that long.
It shouldn't. Your squares are considerably bigger.
Actually, they're smaller than my original mitered square out of the sock yarn.
Yeah, but they're bigger than my mitered squares.
True.
And you're motivated to finish it because you actually intend to sleep under it. I would just like a pretty blanket at some point.
Yeah. I've always wanted a cotton blanket, so I'm really looking forward to it. We shall see.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not seeing any of the comments or anything coming through.
Oh.
My group chat is completely silent. I was actually wondering if anybody was watching us.
Yeah, I'm showing that there's 9 watchers.
Okay, I got nothing. Sorry, guys, I can't see you.
You might try reloading the page.
I could, but then I might disappear.
Oh, okay.
You know me and my record with group chats.
This is true. So yeah, other than that, yeah, Trish, I hope to see you there too. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I would go, but I'm gonna be at Rhinebeck.
I'm just going to start poking you every time you say Rhinebeck. Or even better, I'll find things and send you Etsy links every time you say Rhinebeck.
Rhinebeck, Rhinebeck, Rhinebeck. It's like that How I Met Your Mother episode where they were watching Robin's, one of them was a newscaster. And she had this nasty habit of saying "but" between each sentence. So the kids in one of the other characters' class made a drinking game out of it. Every time she'd say "but," you'd had to take a shot. Well, he made the mistake of telling her about this drinking game. And so the next night, he's at the bar with his students. And she's like, so, blah, 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 blah. But, and he's like, no, guys don't drink. It was too late. And she went, and she did it for like 5 minutes. And the next day they're all hungover in class.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It was beautiful. I love that show. It's very funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of saying and like a lot.
Well, I noticed the other day I was watching Sarah's podcast and she says "but," and I was watching Jen and she says it too, and I'm like, everybody says that.
Well, it's just a way of pausing to get your thoughts together.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I don't say that. I have been known to say "a" though.
True.
Rob makes fun of me every single time.
I think you say "well" a lot.
I do.
That's your "but."
My "but." It sounds like "bonhomme" in French.
I miss doing what do they call it? What's the festival?
Oh, yes.
Boule
de Neige in Quebec City with Bonhomme Carnaval.
Yes, Carnival.
Yeah. I've never actually been there. I've only seen pictures that my mom took because they did their honeymoon in Quebec City in before I was born, obviously. But I've never been. I have seen pictures though.
But my elementary school had Carnival for a week, and you got to do all sorts of fun things outside and stuff like that.
Did you get to do the belt things? They're called ceintures fléchées in French. It's a Quebec historical thing. coureurs de bois. I don't know what they're called in English. They used to make their living hunting and doing like gathering things in the forest and hunting and stuff and selling furs. And the French ones all wore these belts. They would wear these big woven belts that were like chevron-y type thing. But it's an actual art making these belts. So actually, when you go to the Twist Festival in Saint-André-Avelin, Quebec, you can actually take a class on how to make a ceinture séchée, but I don't know what it's called in English, or if it even has a name in English. And that was a craft we used to do at school at Carnaval.
Now, is that predominantly with the Métis, or?
It's I don't think so. I think it's just a Quebec thing.
Okay.
Because it's more a Quebec thing than a Manitoba thing, and Métis are from Manitoba.
Not necessarily.
The main Métis tribes were from Manitoba. They were from the Red River area. And they've migrated throughout Canada, but they were originally from Manitoba.
See, I thought they were originally from Quebec, because it's predominantly the French.
Manitoba is largely French.
Okay.
Yeah, there are 4 provinces that have significant populations of French. There's Manitoba, there's New Brunswick, which is actually the only officially bilingual province. There's Quebec and there's Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask people in Quebec, they don't generally tend to admit that there are French people elsewhere in Canada, because that makes them less of a distinct society. But yeah, Manitoba has an extremely large French population.
Interesting. See the things I learn every day about my country.
It was a subject of interest for me.
I can see why. I now have to go and look up these belts.
Yes.
Because, I need another craft to learn. I just got back from my grandmother's house a wire winding kit that I bought her a couple years ago that she never opened, because she used to do wire winding and ornaments and all sorts of fancy stuff.
Perhaps you should put off starting any new crafts until after you move to Virginia.
I don't know what you mean.
Because you have to consider, see, I've been saying this to Rob every time. He's like, maybe I should buy one of these. And I'm like, consider that you have to move that to Canada in a couple of years. Consider you have to move to Virginia in 10 months, lady.
Well, it's not going to be in 10 months, because we have to get married and then we have to do the application and the interviews in Quebec and Toronto.
Oh, fun.
The approval process. And then I get to move to Virginia.
Oh, you don't get to move there first. Mm-hmm. So what are you going to do, live apart?
Yeah, we don't have much choice. Oh. Government red tape, yay!
Your Rob, Tanya's getting married before they move in together.
Oh dear.
No way he would do that. He actually wants to live together for a year before we get married. So I keep forgetting people on your podcast don't necessarily know about Rob.
They probably don't know much about Puck either. But.
No, just like Tanya, I have a fiance who lives in the United States, and I don't, although I'm in the United States right now.
Yeah, apparently it's something about Canadian women and American men. Because I know like a dozen Canadian women that are engaged or married to American men.
I'm trying to figure out how to show this without hurting my back. I'm wearing my Captain America shirt. Not because I'm in the United States, I just like the shirt, but.
Yeah. So let's see, we've got Amber who says she's watching with some crochet, and Angela's knitting a vortex hat. I love that pattern.
Me too. I can't remember if I've done one. I don't think I have.
It's on my list.
Everything's on
all these hats I want to knit, and then I just never knit hats for me. But I did for winter camp this year. I finally knit a hat for me. Only took about 10 years.
Well done.
Yep. Other than that, I think we're just
yelling at you. They're getting married and not living together.
Well, they're good, God-fearing people. person.
All right. I think we're just waffling, as you would put it.
I love waffles. Well, I'm not always in the mood for them, as evidenced by last week's podcast.
Now I want to go to Toronto just to go back to when, is it Wanda's Waffles downtown?
Never been there.
Amazing, amazing waffles.
Road trip.
They're like
Wait, road trip.
3 blocks from Union Station.
I could do that.
They're
is
right
there-
around the corner from the hotel that Puck and I stayed at when we went there.
Very nice.
So, yep. But yes.
Well, it's your podcast, lady. So if you want to quit,
All right. The design stole. I've not seen that one. I will look that up. Or
I like the architecture one.
Hmm?
I like the architecture.
Of which?
It's called a scarf, but it's actually a really, really wide one, so you can kind of wear it as a wrap.
Oh, the
And
design.
It's a shawl. I don't know. Am I just talking about something completely different than you guys? I don't know. I can't tell.
I don't know, because I don't know if you're talking about the design stole that she's talking about.
Apparently not, because I have no idea what you're saying. I'll just be quiet.
Oh, that is really cool.
I can't see anything.
There you go. This is
Ooh, very nice. No, it's a wrap, but it's all different kinds of stitch patterns. It's very, very nice. And it's architecture with an X instead of a C.
okay.
I bought it. Well, somebody bought it for me, I think. I don't remember now. But yes, that's very pretty.
And we have enabled someone else into wanting waffles, which I suppose is an improvement. Last week, everyone
Welcome. I can't have waffles. Somebody else might enjoy them.
I think last week was ice cream. So now you can have ice cream with your waffles. Belgian waffles.
I don't get to have any of that stuff. Well, bad for diabetics. None for me.
Can make you little mini waffles with like frozen yogurt on top.
Fresh fruit.
There you go.
tea.
All right, I think that's enough. We will, I believe there should be a VCAN tonight, probably starting around 7 o'clock. So if you want to come and show off what you're working on, I would love to see it. Because, yeah, I'm a glutton for seeing other people's pretties because they knit faster than me.
And she has everything to do. Everything.
Yeah.
So do I. I can't say anything. My cue's ridiculous. It's been fun.
Yes, thank you very much for coming and joining me.
And thank you for having me.
You've
been knowing how insane I am.
Yes, now I appreciate Sue trying to rein you in all the time.
And I was well behaved today.
That's because I'm not there to poke you.
She was hitting me. Every time I wrote "ow," Sue just hit me in the captions. She had actually just hit me.
I think next week you need to like unplug that second monitor.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in a couple weeks or tonight.
Bye.
Bye-bye.